Hey, what's up G.I. Joe fans? Here we are with the review of the G.I. Joe Pursuit of Cobra Beachhead. This is my first review of one of the Pursuit of Cobra figures. I do have a couple others. I have Duke, and I have Spirit, Iron Knife, and Quick Kick. But I'm real excited. I just picked this up. And I'm totally excited for this figure that I gotta review it right away. In fact, I've got shit I gotta do. But you know what? I'm gonna do this review first, because man, I am just totally geeking out, flipping out over this figure. I'm like, man, based on the pre-release pictures, this was one of the figures I was most excited for. And I can say it doesn't disappoint. Lots of times you'll see pictures of these figures and the figure isn't as great as you thought it was gonna be. So far this one looks like it looks like it's more impressive than it looked in the pictures. There's a few, just based on its look, there's a few things I would have, liked to be a little different, but, not that big a deal. Anyway, let's get going with this. First of all, the packaging. I love this new packaging. The design is just, I don't know what it is, but it's one of the best designs I've seen in a long time. I love how the G.I. Joe logo there is just silver. It has a name here, sideways. Their name and what they are, Urban Combat Specialists. And if you see up here, they're numbered also. This is 1005. Duke, I believe, was 1001. So on the back, I kind of don't like the back, how basically half of it is wasted on I don't know what you'd call this. Basically there's different missions for, I think the Pursuit of Cobra is basically broken down into 4 different kind of environmental missions. This one is City Strike. I know there's a jungle, there's a desert, and a snow one. Yeah, so, and it's the same, all the ones that are part of the City Strike mission will have the same photo and description right there and stuff. I wish they would have used it to show off the other figures available and stuff like that. Got a little description for G.I. Joe right there, and of course the bio. I'm not gonna read that. If you collect these, then you'll get it eventually, or you can always look it up on yojo.com. But it is, I like the new bios. It's like it says here, clip and collect character ID card. So it's kind of like an ID card, you punch that out, and so that's kind of cool, different than a file or something. The UPC code is sideways. They really tried to get very stylized on the design of these things. Let's get this thing opened up and give you guys a closer look, and the reason why I'm really geeking out hardcore over this figure. Oh man, alright, let's get this thing opened up. Alright, so let's take a look at this first. If you're familiar with the Rise of Cobra figures, they each did come with one of these little fold out. Oh, that's different. Okay. On one side it'll be like a poster. This one's cool. This one's for City Strike. And on the back it shows off the other figures in the assortment. So anyway, that's that. Alright, where to begin? You know what? Before I focus on the figure, let's take a look at some of the weapons. And by some of the weapons, I mean all of the weapons. Alright, so first of all, we have a Scar. Really great sculpt on this. It's got a little suppressor. It's got a vertical foregrip right there. Pretty cool, and I love how authentic it is, and it's all black, and all the weapons, as you can see back there, are all black. One of the issues I've had growing up with G.I. Joe is all the the weird colors that they'll color guns, and most of them are going to be black. You know, they shouldn't be silver or gray or orange or red or blue or whatever kind of wacky colors they've come in. Most firearms are going to be black. There are a few exceptions, especially if they're customized. You know, it's cool if they're customized. Some will be like camo or something, but for the most part they should all be black. So there you go, there's a SCAR. This one I'm not familiar with. It's a very interesting, I know I've seen this, but I don't know exactly what it's called. It's an interesting, it's got a bullpup design, and it's similar to a British L85. It also looks kind of like a Japanese Type 96, I believe, or yeah. So if any of you know exactly what this is, feel free to chime in. But it is a cool weapon. Very cool, very, you know, ultra modern. It's got a red dot scope up there. You get 2 MP7s. I know some of the previous figures, I think Baroness came with these also, which is cool. I love the MP7, but I feel like why do you need to pack them with 2? You know, it would have been cool if they had one sculpted just like this, and then one with the foregrip up and one with the foregrip down, but then the one with the foregrip up, you get a suppressor and a red dot scope on there. So it all matters which you prefer. I prefer the one without all the added accessories on there, and with the foregrip, so you can hold it properly. It comes with a pistol. Not sure what this is. Looks like it could be a SIG, some sort. But yeah, not sure exactly what that is, but it's cool. This one is an interesting gun. I believe it says here, it refers to it in his little ID card, UPR, Urban Plasma Rail Weapon. So it's basically a laser rifle. So that's cool. I don't know if this is based on anything in reality that's either exists or being developed, but that is a cool weapon. Very cool. It comes with this really cool gas mask, and I don't know if you're gonna see all the detail of this thing on camera, but it's really cool. It's very kind of ultra modern or near futuristic. It's got the helmet that's based off of like what SWAT team uses today, but a little more stylized and futuristic. And the whole face mask and everything is very, very stylized and futuristic. Here's one that I'm not really sure what this is about. I don't know if this is supposed to be like scuba gear. Which way does it go? That way. So I know this is like urban, for urban combat, but I guess it comes with some, yeah. So if any of you know exactly what these might be, feel free to chime in. It looks kind of like, you know, scuba gear, you know, what do you call it, the fins or whatever. So yeah, alright. Oh, and it does come with a stand, which is cool. You know, I really don't use the stands, but for those of you who display, these will come in handy. So there you have it, very effective. You know, great for displaying. Alright, now let's get on to the figure. I hope the focus on this thing is okay. I've got the macro set on here to be held really close. Alright, now why am I like geeking out over this? The detail on this thing is freaking insane. Let me give you guys a quick 360. Alright, you probably didn't even catch everything as I turn it around. Alright, first of all, let's go over the overall look. Love the colors, love the dark grays. Very, you know, I love stuff that's very ultra modern or near futuristic, and especially urban combat stuff. So grays and blacks I'm always gonna favor. One of the things I mentioned I kind of didn't like and I would have changed is I don't really like the kind of how he's wearing the brown pants underneath all this gear right here, and it's kind of like a weird kind of brown with camo spots, and even his on the sleeves here on the forearm, it's kind of like a tannish camo. It kind of disrupts, you know, the gray look of this, the overall gray look, but it's not that bad, and it's also kind of in keeping true with the character. That's the reason why for me it's forgivable, because you know it makes it true to Beachhead's earlier looks. So with that said, the gear on this guy is just insane. I love how near futuristic everything is. And what's crazy is, oh man, look at all the ammo he has, all the extra ammo right there, and right there. And what's crazy is he has the knife sheath right there, and binoculars, and all these pouches right there, and some grenades. I don't know if those are flashbangs or what, but he's also got a sheath you can use back there, which he kind of should have came with 2 knives for. But that's okay. He's got this vest is just awesome. It's just all these pouches, and the neck guard right there, and he's got some light armor on the shoulders, bicep, and forearms right here. He's got the really cool ultra modern gloves with the kind of like the shielding on the knuckles. And then on the pants, he's got the knee pads, his boots. I don't know what this thing is supposed to be, this little contraption strapped to his thigh right there. And it's got a tube that attaches there that kind of comes off easy. So if you play with these a lot, you might have trouble with that coming out all the time. So yeah, I'm running out of time. Let me wrap this up. It's got all the standard articulation. I'm not even gonna go over that. If you're familiar with G.I. Joe, it's got all of that. I'm not gonna take this all the way off, but as you can see, he does have some detail on the armor underneath the vest. So let me throw on some gear real quick so we can get an idea of what he looks like. Well, let's use this one, the Scar. So there you have it. Let's put the gas mask on. Dude, how cool is that? How freaking cool is that? What's great about this is kind of, if you're not about following canon, this could also make a great army builder. You know, it could be a G.I. Joe troop. Let's throw an MP7 on here. Holding his knife in the other hand. So there you have it. Sorry if I wasn't totally comprehensive with this review. You know, it's kind of on the fly, and I know I did spend a bit of time. I don't even know right now, like, what did I even talk about? All I know is that I am highly, incredibly impressed with this figure. Such a cool Beachhead, one of the best Beachhead figures like ever. And if you haven't heard me mention before, the Pursuit of Cobra line, I'm really excited about these. These are, to me, some of the best versions of G.I. Joe characters ever. Totally ultra modern, near futuristic, you know, lots of stuff kind of looks like they're out of a video game or something like that. So there you have it. Pursuit of Cobra Beachhead. Very freaking awesome. This dude is just sick. Highly recommend it. So there you go. Hope you all enjoyed, and thanks for watching.